This is karma for the narcissist's unforgivable sins. No one will forgive them until they are dead. Narcissists are notoriously difficult to spot, especially in those closest to you. Their charisma and attractive demeanor can make them the center of attention at any gathering. A need for adulation and a lack of compassion lie beneath their self-assured exterior. Relationships with narcissists are extremely toxic, as anyone who has been in one can attest. They make their partners feel abandoned, bewildered, and stuck. It's not an exaggeration to say that navigating such partnerships is among life's greatest difficulties. It's crucial to recognize that narcissistic partnerships are fundamentally unequal. Narcissists frequently fail to acknowledge their own faults and may even place the blame on others. Their victims are led to question their own recollections and perspectives of the events. The victim of abuse should never be blamed for what happened to them. Narcissists have trouble empathizing with others and taking personal responsibility because of their personality disorder. A better future can be achieved by providing victims with the help and healing they need. It's normal to feel lost and confused if you've ever been in a relationship with a narcissist. There are, however, tools at your disposal that can help you recover and proceed. It can be very helpful to seek the advice and support of loved ones and a trained mental health professional. If you're in a relationship with a narcissist, you may find yourself feeling stuck, confused, and hurt. Realize that the narcissist's actions are not your fault and that you are not alone in going through this. The unfairness of a narcissist is a major source of frustration for anyone in a relationship with one. They tend to blame others rather than take ownership of their behavior. The perception of detachment from reality can have a negative impact on one's mental health. Moreover, narcissists show no remorse or guilt when they abandon their victims. They might even act rudely toward their victim, as if the relationship never existed. Understanding that narcissists lack empathy and compassion, treating others as means to an end, their own ends, is essential. After ending a relationship with a narcissist, it can be difficult to find your footing again. But know that you have access to tools that can aid in your recovery and development. It can be helpful to reach out for help from trusted loved ones, as well as a trained mental health professional. Know that you are not alone, and that recovery and progress are possible. It is crucial to put your emotional health first and get the help you need in order to recover from the trauma of narcissistic abuse. Negative emotions and manipulation are common when interacting with narcissists. They frequently display the 7 cardinal sins of narcissism and refuse to accept blame for their actions. It's important to learn about this subject because narcissists can do serious damage to our psyches. They enjoy the feeling of power over others and will often do anything to keep it, regardless of the consequences. Which sins do narcissists typically engage in? Gaslighting is a form of psychological manipulation in which the other person tries to get you to change your story about what happened in order to make themselves look better. If it means hurting those around them, they will do it to get what they want. The good news is that you can break free from a narcissist's control. You can stop letting them control your life by becoming aware of their strategies and practicing healthy boundary setting. Subscribe to the conversation and receive updates automatically. Let's work together to raise awareness of this critical issue and aid those who are struggling to overcome narcissistic tendencies. The manipulative strategies of narcissists can leave you unsure of your own feelings and thoughts. You must always keep in mind, however, that you are worthy of making your own decisions in life. Intentional ignorance is the 3rd deadly sin of narcissists. They have an egocentric worldview in which they give themselves first priority and are convinced that they know best. This can lead to a loss of compassion and self-awareness, which in turn can lead to destructive behavior. The ability to set limits and advocate for oneself is empowering, but it takes awareness. Don't let other people put you down or dictate your worth. The people in your life should value and respect you just as you are. There is a wide variety of narcissistic toxic behavior. If they can't control their victims physically, one way they try to hurt them is by damaging their reputation. Keep in mind that their bad behavior, lying and spreading rumors, reflects poorly on them, not you. Don't let their negative comments define you. We need to keep talking about the dangers of narcissism, and work together to improve our interpersonal relationships. Taking back control of our lives and being authentic requires us to assert ourselves and establish limits. To put it simply, if your partner cheats on you, it is not your fault. What a narcissist does says more about them than it does about you. They exploit others without regard for the pain they cause or the consequences of their actions. Being with someone who cheats on you and then tries to cover it up is unacceptable. You are worthy of better treatment. Narcissists' inability to empathize is a further serious flaw. Because of their inability to empathize, they are emotionally distant and insensitive. They put themselves first at the expense of others at all times. They use your weaknesses to their advantage and manipulate you to further their goals. Knowing when someone lacks empathy and taking precautions to keep themselves safe is essential. Narcissists' final sin is that they refuse to get help when they need it. Those who suffer from narcissism rarely seek help because they don't see themselves as flawed. You can't make someone change if they don't want to, and that's something to keep in mind. Prioritize your own well-being and talk to a therapist or a close friend if you are in a relationship with a narcissist. Keep in mind that you are worthy of being treated with the utmost respect and dignity at all times. Avoid letting anyone bring you down. It's crucial to get help and work on healing after experiencing any of the 7 deadly sins in a relationship. Your confusion, pain, and outrage are all reasonable reactions. One of the worst things that can happen in a relationship is for someone you trusted to betray you, especially if they have hurt you physically. No one has the right to cause you harm. This is not your fault. Keep in mind that you are worthy of receiving only the best treatment. You should get away from anyone who makes you feel unsafe because you don't deserve to be hurt. Seeking professional help is essential if you've been physically harmed by a narcissist. It's normal to feel unsafe and exposed at times, but there are supportive people around who can help you recover your sense of safety. Never forget that you are not at fault and that you are not alone in this. It's important to realize that not all narcissists are violent, but they can still cause emotional harm even if they don't use physical force. They can cause just as much damage to you emotionally by lying to you, manipulating you, and tearing down your self-confidence. Therefore, it is crucial to set limits and put your own needs first in any close relationship. Never allow anyone to make you doubt that you are worthy of being loved and cherished for who you are. Having grown up with my own narcissistic father, I can relate to your experience and see how it may have colored your perspective on physical force. After suffering physical abuse, it's normal to question your own identity and wonder if the people you love are really who they say they are. Realizing that physical abuse is never okay and acting to protect yourself when you feel threatened are both crucial. Concerning the final cardinal sin, exploitation, it is shocking to think that some people see others as nothing more than means to an end. Never forget that people should be treated with kindness and honesty, and that lying or cheating is never justified. In the meantime, I hope you'll take some time to reflect on your own life experiences and think about ways to cultivate relationships that are beneficial to you and others.